TV. If you stoop down to my level,
sure.
you watch reality TV?
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, the thing that's really taking over my life now is House Hunters International.
Really?
I don't know if you watch HGTV.
I'm a fan. I watch so much HGTV.
And, you know, it's
Property Brothers.
Oh, those guys are so creepy.
I love the one guy's highlights.
Do you know the dude with the highlights? He spends half his year in Vegas as a magician.
Really?
No.
Yes.
And is that common knowledge, or are you just giving us?
Well, it's on the internet.
You think we could get that guy to do our show?
Yeah.
We're coming for you, Property Brothers.
Coming
with
highlights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a bright blonde.
Well, but
for his dark
it wasn't
hair.
until I realized that at least one of them is a stage magician in Las Vegas that
That's
I understood
amazing.
why they look like Siegfried and Roy. I mean, Property Brothers have had some work done, I think, and they're wearing a lot of man makeup.
Yeah, they still look identical.
Yeah.
That's what's so terrifying.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. And they also look like prehistoric monsters at the same time.
I'm not seeing this. Their ratings are gonna double.
Yeah, we'll just knock out that wall there.
So you're a big HGTV fan.
Yeah, but that's all just stuff that I see in the run-up to House Hunters International. That's the main focus right now, and it's so much better than House Hunters Domestic.
Where would you buy your international second home if you could buy one anywhere?
Well, the famous comedian Michael Ian Black from the State and now Expedia commercials, and so many other things, and very, very big on Twitter. And a couple of weeks ago, on a whim, decided we realized we both like House Hunters International, so we arranged to live tweet an episode together.
It's so fun.
That's amazing.
It was really
love
fun.
that.
And we've done it again since, and I think it's going to be a big part of my professional life from now on. But we watched one together, separately, but tweeting at the same time, in which a couple from, I want to say from Colorado, from Denver, were forced to move to England. And they were they had two young kids who had names like Diesel and Slater or something like that.
Slater from Saved by the Bell.
So this couple, they go and they look at this beautiful country cottage in England, with exposed beams, and it's just tears running down my face. I want to live there so badly. Do you know what I mean? And it's this is what it's about, to move to another country, and wherever it is, you should maybe try living, in a traditional home of that area.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And they're like, no, this seems a little old.
It's from the 1600s.
They can bring in David Bromstead then, and he can paint it all in a shade of papaya.
They ended up going with a completely anodyne condominium that had American, shower, American washer dryer, and everything.
A McDonald's in it.
Yeah, basically.
That's great.
And that wouldn't have been so bad. It just seemed like where they were going. But the thing that both Michael Ian Black and I were furious at this couple, and in particular, the thing that really drove me nuts was they had in this cottage in the English countryside, they had an Aga cooker, and an Aga cooker is a very traditional British oven and range that's always on. It's traditionally it was gas or coal fired, and it was from the 20s, and it's covered in ceramic and hyper insulated. And the idea is you just leave it on all the time. It's always at temperature, and it has these giant manhole cover insulators that you open to get to the hot plate on top, and then you open the oven and you put it in whatever. And it's like, people who like to cook, this is a fascinating anomaly of culinary arts. Everyone loves these things. And they're like, I don't know about this. What do you mean it's always on? It's like, that's the point! That's what makes it so cool! It's like,
lose that.
I can just see Diesel or Slater touching this and burning themselves. It's like, I've been around, you can't burn yourself on these things. And anyway, even if you can, this thing has been here for 50 years, this house has been here for 100 years, no children have died from this.
They just put a hot pocket inside.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just go to McDonald's.
They're good for making baked potatoes, let me put it that way. Their Twitter account started interacting with us, making some pretty big promises about how maybe Michael and I could stay there for a weekend in that house those other dum-dums didn't want.
Nice.
But then I just used a little Google and found that house online and saw that it had been sold a year ago.
So I called the show, probably.
Yeah, I called them out and I said, stop.
Hashtag
you know
lying.
what? You know what? Here's what I don't need from you. HGTV, Twitter, no head games, okay? I'm done with that. I have too many head games on the internet already. I don't need any more.
Head Games TV.
Oh, snap.